Hello and welcome back to Teenage Ninja Mutant Turtles Shredder Revenge. Now today we're going to play episode 8. I'm just going to pick our character and get started. Now I think this is like episode 3, where it's going to be like a frustrating one where we're flying in the air. Now I would be lying if I wasn't honest and said I just don't like these uh, moving around really fast episodes, but we'll give it a go and hopefully this will be better than the previous one, or at least better for me. I'm sure some people love it. So it's Panic in the Sky, Manhattan Skyline. Yeah, for me, I'm just not a fan of these. I find these things incredibly hard to hit. They take my life really quickly. Just it just doesn't appeal to me. I'm sure people love it, and that's fantastic. But for me personally, I just find them a bugbear. They take your lives too quickly. I mean, you need to be going in the boss with a couple of lives, really. I mean, I'm getting through them a bit quicker this time than I did previously on episode 3. I mean, I guess, yeah, so that wasn't too bad, actually. I didn't make that seem as difficult as perhaps I could have done in that situation, but, oh, dear me. I'll get you out of the way. I like them. I don't mind these guys. I mean, this is a bit, well, as much as I hate this kind of style of level, I would say that this particular, oh, God's sake, here we go again. You know, there's bits in it that aren't so bad. It's these bits, these elements for these characters that it's just so frustrating. I don't want to die here. Don't want to use up a. Hopefully we can get some health. Oh, jeez. You don't need to die, lose a life this early on these kind of enemies. I know I have. I have definitely died. That is not good. That one put as long as if we can't get ideally in an ideal world you want to get to the boss. What I found at least personally. Yeah, there's always a health right close when you don't need it. With at least one life remaining. If you get to the boss and all your lives are gone other than the one that you've got, then I think personally it doesn't seem to go so well for me at that stage. I mean, it can go okay, but generally speaking, I tend to struggle. I need to be a decent amount of lives at the very end. This is kind of cool, having to dodge these. I mean, I'm failing at that attempt. Oh, here we go again. My friends are back. Hello, my friend. I missed you so much. They just kill me so quickly. I have no answer to it. I mean, it is probably me. I mean, sure, some people find it incredibly easy. I just don't seem to be able to hit them very easily, and that's incredibly frustrating. They're so hard to. I think it's partly the way that the gameplay plays. It doesn't, unless you're locked onto the character, you can't actually hit them. I mean, I was hitting them like a couple of hits ago. Hence, when they do go, they look like they're dying of hardly been hit. But that's because I am hitting them every now and again with like a one shot and then moving away. I say it's probably more me. I'm sure some people find these incredibly easy. It's quite possibly just me who finds them hard, and that's fine. That's the way that, some people find certain things hard, and I'm fine with that. Come on, hopefully we can get this. Yes, we needed the health. That's the other thing I'm not a fan of in these type of levels, the health. Although you can, once you get used to it, you can get it. I think it should be presented to you a bit easier. I don't think you should have to fight necessarily to get the health. If it's there and they want you to have it, they should make it so you can actually get it without having to try so hard. Right, taking far too many hits here. And then there's some more of those little bastards again. Oh, piss me off. I like it. The best bit is when you have a super attack and you can just get them. So you can see I'm hitting them, but not hitting them with combos like you can with these guys. Like, for example, let's see this. So you got this guy, a couple of hits straight gone. It presents in a way that you can hit them easily. Those guys, for whatever reason, they're not even harder in terms of their. I mean, obviously, take more than one hit or more than 2 hits, so in that sense, they're harder. But I don't know if they're necessarily being presented as harder. It's just a way that it plays makes it incredibly difficult to hit, and that for me is frustrating. I don't know why that is. I think, like I say, I think it's partly me. I doubt everybody finds it hard. I mean, the bosses on this game are weirdly, I know that I'm probably going to die here and live to regret saying that, but they're not necessarily the hardest thing in the game. It's a weird element to this game is that the bosses generally um, aren't the hardest bit in the game, to be honest. Oh, for God's sake, it's getting me there. You know, you can tend to hit them and take quite a lot of attacks from them very quickly. Oh, flying now. Ah, nearly got me again there. Take a good chunk of health from him all in one go. Here we go again, these little bastards. Back again to cause me a nuisance. So we've still got a life left if we met. So I think that's always a good place to be. If you can get to the boss and you've still got a life, I think generally that's enough. Because you know, you almost play into the thing that you've still got, you know, the sort of notion that they're taking damage, and you know, you're not. So the fact that when you have a life left and they don't, they only have the one life, so you can take a lot of damage, but make sure you're making damage on them, and it seems to work out okay. Here we go again. Oh, it's really hard to avoid those missiles, which is incredibly annoying. I will not miss these guys. When I look back at this game, I'll look back fondly once I complete it, but I will not look back fondly of episode 3 and episode 7. That is for sure. Right, so we're now I think we're dead, so we've got one life left. We need to make the most of this. We can't get wiped out really quickly, because if we do, that will be game over. I wish I had the ability to, you can't just stand there and fight them like that either. You've got to bring it to them, as the word says. I am starting to get used to him a little bit now, I think. Or at least I'm getting bored of this level, so I'm just making myself get used to him. However you want to term that, it's up to you. Standing there and fighting because I know that I've got the ability to take him out with the amount of health that I've got. Right, so thankfully that's the end of that episode. I say that, and I did enjoy it to an extent, to be fair. I mean, my overall hits and my longest streak and total KOs go remarkably down on those type of levels. It's evident that although it might not be necessarily hard, in a lot of ways, it's definitely harder for me. Right, so we're going to end that episode there. We're just going to watch the outro and see what we've got on our hand to the next level on the next episode. I like it. I have no idea, to be honest. I didn't give anything away. So if you like my videos, please subscribe and like, and we'll see you later. Goodbye.